The power in being yourself. Welcome back to Book 5, the channel that helps you live a more holistic life. This is your man Jay, and today we are going to talk about the power of being yourself. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, in today's society, you have a lot of cookie cutter representations going on out there, right? There have been worked out paths of success, stories of success that inspire people. And with that inspiration, it's easy to create a bandwagon effect, right? That could be from the trends that you see on OnlyFans. A couple of people make it good on OnlyFans, doing whatever, and then everybody kind of jumps in that territory. You have some people who might have become successful as entrepreneurs. That's really popular now. So everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. As a child, you may be looking at your favorite athlete or somebody that you look up to, and then you automatically say, well, I want to do what that person is doing. Which is nothing wrong with being inspired by other people. It becomes sticky when you don't possess the same talent that those other people possess, right? You may not have the same charisma. You may not have the same athletic prowess. You may not have, the business acumen. Now, some things, of course, you can learn, right? But some things you can't learn. Okay, certain things are just gifted to you. It's a theory called the swimmer's fallacy, I believe it's called, right, or something of that nature. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can look it up, right? But it's like world-class swimmers are good because, of course, they practice, right? But if you look at them, they're built a certain way, right? They have a swimmer's body, which makes them, better at swimming. You really don't see swimmers competing at the top level who aren't, built differently. They kind of have that long, slender shape, and it allows them to go through the water a lot better than somebody who would say short and stocky. You really never see a short, stocky, professional swimmer who's performing at a high level. Is just not there, right? So, that's just one example. But there are many examples. You may be chasing something because you saw somebody else doing it, but you don't necessarily have that talent or that skill. Now, like I said, skills you can build. Talent is a lot of that is just given to you by birth, right? So maybe a redirection of what your focus is, and how do you want to get there. Now, these are the things that you're going to come across. You're going to come across, well, I don't know what my talent is, right? So that's gonna have a lot to do with you figuring out, especially young people, you figuring out who you are, trying different things, and kind of just learning yourself, and your talent will reveal itself, and your talent will come. It'll come easy. It'll come natural to you, where when you start building skills within that talent set, you're making leaps and bounds of progress. Okay, but if you kind of force yourself outside of that, then you start to run into major problems, right? So there's power in being yourself. I know when you go on social media, it's so easy to fall into this cookie cutter, look like everyone, speak like everyone, do what everybody else is doing because it seems to be working for them. But it is not gonna prosper for you like you think it is, right? And then who wants to knock off anyway, right? Who wants to knock off? Oh, I can sound like this person. Well, why would people tune into, check you out and not check out the original person, right? It's foolish. One example that comes to my mind, a couple years ago, 21 Savage, a rapper, he was really popular, and then another guy, I don't know if he was, doing it. I'm not sure why he was doing it, but he named himself 22 Savage, right? And it was like, oh, come on, man, what are you doing? He has since changed his name and then start doing his own thing, right? Because nobody appreciates a knockoff, and then you wouldn't even feel comfortable trying to emulate or copy somebody else, right? Even if they inspired you to do something, you would be trying to do it with your twist. You would be trying to take it to new levels. You would be trying to add on to it, and put your stamp, put your personal stamp on it, right? So, just a quick short video, man. This is really power in just being you, right? Find what you're good at, and then start pursuing that, regardless of what other people are doing with their lives, or you know how people may perceive whatever it is that you're doing. If you're good at it, you're naturally good at it. You're gonna know you're naturally good at it. That's your talent. Go ahead and keep working on that. Right now, today's topic was brought to you by today's scripture, which is 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 4 through 6. Right, everybody is given a different talent, all right, and just a different perspective on how to work even the same talents. Okay, so that's all I got for you today on Book 5, the channel that helps you live a more holistic life. This is your man Jay, and I'll catch you next time in the book club.